along with other recent examples of political violence, spurring new worries about event security. Tonight, Sean Logging dives into the anxiety and the message from a vigil tonight. Sean.
Corey, much reflection tonight over Kirk's assassination, which comes nearly 3 months after 2 Minnesota lawmakers and their spouses were murdered in a separate incident. At a vigil tonight in St. Charles honoring Charlie Kirk, one message organizers want people to leave with was discourse over violence.
I can only imagine.
Heads bowed in prayer and candles lit in St. Charles for conservative influencer Charlie Kirk.
You don't have to know somebody to care about him. That's a human being that was gunned down for what he believes in.
Brandon McNamee's wife organized Thursday night's event at Frontier Park. He says they were both devastated when they learned about what happened to Kirk Wednesday on a Utah college campus.
There's a lot of people that are upset by this, a lot of people that are mourning, that want to come together and just, have a shared moment together.
Part of the message coming out of this vigil, different viewpoints should be met with dialogue.
There's a lot of people that I disagree with, and I'd rather hear why they feel the way they do than ever resort to violence.
But it is the recent violence that's bringing several dozens to gather at Thursday's vigil. It's while police officers and sheriff deputies watch the perimeter.
It's peace of mind.
Gordon Stewart is the chief of security for R&G Protective Services and sees daily people thinking of their security. The company provides a wide range of security services in the St. Louis metro, from businesses to large events like Soulard Mardi Gras.
It's knowing that, you have someone that is a professional there, that is dressed the part, and make sure that, you take the job seriously.
Stewart says in the past 9 months, the business has seen a 40% increase in private security jobs. One area they're doing a lot more work, weddings.
I never would have thought the demand that we have for, having 2 to 4 guards at weddings in downtown St. Louis, that is a huge need now. So again, I think the world that we live in, you need, good security.
For Brandon, while Kirk's assassination Wednesday hurt, he's standing firm by his beliefs.
It's what you do. You stand up for what you believe in.
First Alert 4 also reached out to local universities known for hosting large events. We heard back from the University of Missouri St. Louis, which said in part, for high-profile events, our campus events committee and UMSL police assess risk and may require added officers, local law enforcement support, private security, or guest screening. And also, they say that after high-profile events, there's a review of security protocols, but no changes are being considered at this time. Corey.